We are. I don't think it was premature. We had a good sample size throughout the week, throughout the previous 3 or 4 weeks where he kicked on a limited basis and worked his way up, and I felt like our training staff did a good job bringing him along and looked good pregame, and made some good extra points and just had a tough kick there at the end. But we're confident in Clayton, and he's a confident player. He's made some big kicks for us, and so he'll be the guy moving forward.
Does a healthy Clayton change how you kind of handle being in the red zone, being in field goal situations?
Yeah, no question. You saw some previous weeks us going forward in some instances that we may not have, and we feel like he's good, from 50 in, and that's what he's been since he's been here. And so it definitely, our mindset has changed a little bit, having confidence in him.
Last year Kiki kind of stepped up in the last few games. I guess how have you kind of seen TJ kind of do the same, or do you feel like TJ's doing the same thing, or he's kind of getting it now?
He's getting there, no question. I mean, he had some tough drops that I hadn't seen from him, and I think it kind of shocked him as well. But it was good to see him bounce back and catch that touchdown, and just really like where he's at as a player coming along. He competes well. He's gotten better with practice habits, and even off the field, his academics, handling himself, and so he'll continue to get better. And I think these last 3, he'll play his best football.
I know you kind of mentioned it before, but how much is Dylan kind of moving to the other side going to help them, just because maybe it spreads out the defense a little bit?
I think so. I think the confidence level the quarterback has in both those guys to be able to get it close and they have a chance to make a play, and then just knowing they're going to be where they should be, when they should be there, and execute the plays at a high level at all times. I think Nick's very comfortable with those 2 guys.
With the way Trey's been playing over the past 2 weeks, does that change the way you kind of delegate the carries to him and Justin as well?
Yeah, I think Trey has kind of earned some more touches watching him play, and he's falling forward on every carry and creating some on his own, and in the pass protection, he's been very, very solid. So we've been impressed by him, and we'll continue to find ways to get him the football.
So will he kind of share carries with Justin, or will it be more kind of he gets more for Justin?
Yeah, we'll see how the game's going. We usually see who has the hot hand and how the game's going. But I would expect Trey to definitely see more touches as we move on.
Just the other day, Dominic had the punt rolled out at the 2-yard line. It made me think that you don't see a whole lot of coughing from punting anymore. Does he work on that much, or was
He does. Dom's very talented at that. He hasn't had a ton of opportunities at that this year, whether we're going for it on 4th down or just haven't ended up in that field position. But that's one of the things I see him do in practice a lot is put those balls down near the 5, the 10, very accurately.
AT&T, I mean, it's awesome, especially me not being from Texas and being from Illinois, going to something like that. It's almost a surreal experience, and I've played there a few times, and it's always something I'm looking forward to, so it's awesome.
Kind of being around the guys, do you kind of see a lot of, I guess, not necessarily passion, but I guess just guys get really excited, especially from the Dallas area that are able to kind of play there too?
Oh, yeah. It definitely, I know a lot of people have families and stuff there, so I know for a lot of them it's an awesome experience. I have some family coming too, so they're really excited about it too. It's something a lot of people don't have the opportunity to do, so to be able to do that, it's special.
It's just in terms of what you've seen from Baylor's defensive line, I guess what would kind of, problems can they pose for them?
I mean, their record doesn't show it, but I think they're a really good group. I mean, as a team, they definitely have a lot of good athletes. I'm obviously not on their team, so I don't know why the record is the way it is, but at least from a D-line standpoint, I know they're solid up front. So, I mean, you definitely can't overlook a team like that.
Do they do anything different defensively than they did a year ago?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't necessarily think they have an identity as a defensive front. They run a lot of different 4 downs, 3 downs, some stuff to try to confuse you. So, I mean, as an O-line, we got to be prepared for that. But as a team from last year to this year, yeah, there's definitely a lot different that they're doing.
Is there anything you can pinpoint as to why Texas Tech has been successful or just scored against Baylor?
I can tell you one thing. That's a tough one. I guess it's just styles and that we kind of play the same way. I know the shootout, that's how it's been the last few years, but I mean, that's what we're known for. So I guess just being able to play against a defense like that, that's in a way somewhat similar to what we practice against. That's why I think I've had the success we've had against them.
I know they've had a lot of young players on that team. Have you kind of seen a similarity from what the defense was doing a couple years ago where they were having a bunch of young guys with you all and you kind of saw them grow up as the season went on?
Yeah. I haven't necessarily looked at the depth chart completely and seen that, but I've definitely heard they've had a lot of young guys and lack some depth there. But yeah, kind of just seeing that in what we've had. So I mean, in the future, once they get experience, they could definitely be a much different unit in the upcoming years. But yeah, I've seen that.
On the offense, what was working at the beginning of the year against teams like Arizona State and Houston that isn't seem to be working now?
I guess that's a big question with all this. Really, I mean, I think it comes down to execution and just finishing games. I guess in a way we've had that drive in the first half of the season. We started out really strong. It seems lately just that the thing is we haven't been able to execute towards the end of the game, and that's shown these last few games.
Where you guys come in here and talk about execution and finishing games, is it a want to that you just can't get over the hump?
You could say that in a way. There definitely is that mentality. Like I've said before, just having the want to finish the game and the drive to do it. But at the same time, there's a lot more that goes into that. Just little details of the game, executing certain blocks, and at least from an offensive line standpoint, that's what I can speak of. Just the little details that as a unit we might forget towards the end of the game, but it's definitely hurt us, and that's something that we definitely have to work on if we want to have a good season these last 3 games.
Do you guys think you're playing for coach's job?
That's a tough one. I don't know if I'm the one to talk about that. At least I can speak for the O-line again. We're going to come after it and attack it every week. Like, we're trying to go 1-0, but I personally I don't look into things like that. That's really not something I could speak on.
Well, last week we asked you about Trey King and how he's been doing. He had early on another touchdown, good game. What have you again seen from him? As the weeks go on, but getting better in his work ethic, just overall as a player on game days.
Yeah. Well, him and Stockton, they're a great duo to have back there. I think Trey King is coming along great. Like I said, you can see just the way he runs and how he runs. He just has that drive that he's not going to be denied, which is great to have. Makes our job easier. But yeah, over these weeks, you could definitely tell and see his development over the weeks and in practice and his approach to the games. It's been great to see.
And do you expect to see even more with the coming weeks? Do you expect him to get even better? What do you really want to see out in the last 3 games?
I mean, he has all the potential in the world. I think he's embracing that and understands that, and he's gotten better every week. So if he keeps that mentality, I mean, the sky's the limit for him.
Paul, with only a few more games left and opportunity to make a bowl game, diminishing week by week, do you all feel any extra pressure in the locker room? And if so, how do you handle it? How do you execute on that?
I wouldn't say there's necessarily any more pressure. You kind of just got to attack the week by week, and you got to focus on this week now, which is Baylor. You can't really look 2 games ahead, or else you could let one slip by. And obviously, we're in a position where we're trying to make a bowl game, so we can't let that happen. We really just got to focus on this week and build on that from there.
Y'all got the ball back with 42 seconds left in the timeout. Did you want to go?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, as players, we're always ready to go, but I mean, that's Kingsbury's decision. We have trust in him. He's played more football than me and coached longer than I've been playing this game. So, I mean, the team and me personally will definitely back him up on that and have full faith in him.
Yeah, it is. But, I mean, even going, I mean, when they were showing the sideline and what they were, doing and just kind of seeing how they were reacting to everything and, I mean, like their body language on the sideline things. I was just trying to pick up anything I could and just take it out there when I got a chance.
What's the most difficult part of coming into a game in the second half when everyone else has kind of already been out there for a half and you've gotten some game experience?
I don't know, honestly. I was standing right in front of the TV like I was in the game, honestly. So I was just amped up and ready to go. I didn't really think it was the second half. You know, I was thinking I was coming out of the tunnel for the first time in the first half. So it wasn't that difficult. I was just ready to go, and teammates were ready to have me back out there, and coaches as well.
What do you see when you look at this Baylor offense this year?
They're very skilled. They've been a little loose with the ball, causing them to turn the ball over. But when they're on, they're on, and they have. I think it's numbers 15, the receiver. He's done a tremendous job of creating explosive plays for them. The quarterback has done a great job of throwing the deep ball and getting it to him in space with little pop passes and things. And their running backs run hard. I mean, I know I have a good friend of mine from high school. He plays running back there. So they rotate a lot. They have a lot of skilled people. But yeah, if they secure the ball, then they're a great offensive team.
Does that make turnovers all that more important this week?
They're important every week. I mean, in this league, you have to create turnovers in order to win. I mean, you have to win the turnover margin because every offense can go score with the ball at any given time. So just to give our offense the ball back in the short field helps us a lot.
Sean, have coaches talked to you about the physical play? Because you want to be physical enough to stop, scoring, play good defense, but with the amount of targeting calls we've seen this year, can seem to be tough to be too physical. Have you thought about that yourself? Have coaches talked to you about that at all?
Not at all. We can't apologize for the way we compete. We won't think about it when we're out there competing. We're just playing fast, and whatever happens, happens. If they decide to rule it targeting, then we have to live with it. We'll go in the locker room if it's the first half, and we'll come back the next game, or if it's the second half, sit out like I did, and just bounce back. But you can't think about that on the field. They'll have you playing a step slower, which you can't do in this league because anybody will run by you or they'll make you miss. So you just gotta keep playing fast and just go at it.
You could kind of tell by your reaction. Like the minute you looked up, your shoulders kind of something. Did you kind of know what was coming? Or I know football's such a fast game and all kind of happens so fast. But when you looked up, did you kind of know what was coming?
Yeah, I was thinking like not again. But yeah, the receiver kind of ducked his head and I kind of hit him in the head with it. But it definitely wasn't aiming for it. I was aiming for his chest. But it's just a bang bang play. It happened. It's over with. And if play happened again, it probably end up the same way. You can't really, kind of try to go low in that situation because I feel that hurts guys more than hitting them up high. So I was never a fan of going low. I know I'm a small guy, but I've always told my coaches I really can't do the ankle biting and things. So it is what it is, but it's over with now.
Obviously you were frustrated when you were leaving the field. Were you yelling back at the officials or?
Yelling back at our team, just keep playing, stay positive, just keep flying around out there and keep tackling. Don't worry about them making any type of calls and just do what we're coached to do. That was about it. I wasn't yelling at the officials. I was okay with the call. I know what I did, and I just got to go a little lower, but I was fine with it.
With the two quarterbacks for Baylor, how do they kind of differ? I know you all saw Zach Smith last year, and you may see Charlie Brewer this year.
Brewer is more a mobile guy. He can kind of run, but that's not what he wants to do. Both of them have strong arms and can put it in just about any space. But like I said, they're just kind of loose with the ball, and we've kind of seen that we want to be able to attack from all angles. I know our D-line does a great job of getting their hands up and tipping passes, and we knew that once they keep tipping passes, we'll come down with a few of them, and we've done that a couple times now. And like I said earlier, we just got to find a way to get some turnovers and get our offense back the ball.
What's the danger in people from the outside see Baylor and they see a 1-8 team? But what's the danger in playing a team like that that's kind of hitting their stride at the right time?
You can take them lightly, and they'll come out and jump on you. Like they played Oklahoma and West Virginia very close to the end, and like I said, they create explosive plays a lot. And yeah, if they weren't turning the ball over, they'd be up there competing with everyone. I think they've only had like 2 games that's just gotten out of hand. So they fight you to the very end, and you have to respect that, and you have to respect what they're doing on their offense and defensive side of the ball, because they have playmakers and they have guys that can go at it and take the ball away from you as well. So you got to treat this like any other game. I mean, they're 1-8, but they can definitely be 8-1 or 8 or 7-2 or whatever.
As a defensive player, you go against this offense every single day in practice. You've seen you're on the sideline during the game when they're out there every single game. What were they doing successfully versus Arizona State and Houston when they had the big offensive numbers that they aren't doing now?
I have no clue. I really don't pay attention much to the changes that they make. I mean, it's hard enough to make our adjustments and know what we're supposed to do, but I'm 100% behind them. I trust them on any given play, and I know that they'll do the right thing and try to put some points on the board and trust us to stop the other offense and give them the ball back.
What broke down on that last drive for Kansas State that led to the touchdown and then a 2-point conversion that tied it up?
Just some uncharacteristic things by the back end. I myself kind of chased the guy across the field when I should have been more in the middle of the field, and our half field safety, he kind of turned outside instead of turning inside like we've done the whole game, and he just kind of got in a little soft spot of the zone defense, and he made a great play and a good run after the catch.
What's impressed you about Denzel Mims, their wide receiver?
He's kind of like a basketball player out there. I mean, anywhere you put it around him, he can go get it. And he's very athletic, and he's a long stride guy. His speed's deceptive. I mean, you really don't see it, but he runs away from guys. And, I mean, he's a great playmaker for them. They like to get him the ball, and he can do great things with it.
Sean, how do you feel like you've progressed as a player this year? Any area of your game that you were willing to focus on after last season, and how have you done with that?
I've definitely progressed in my man coverage. I don't think I've been targeted as much this year as I have been in the past. So I credit that to our coaching staff for getting us out there and doing all the drills that we do in our man coverage. So that was one of the things I wanted to focus on the most, and limit my missed tackles. I think I'm pretty sure I'm in the single digits in that, which is a good thing with the way that we play defense and the opportunities that I have to tackle. So those are the main 2 things that I was focused on, and just being a great leader out there and keeping everyone's head straight.
With a bowl game still a possibility, how do you keep that as a goal but not make that your main focus and kind of look forward too much?
Well, our main focus is to go 1-0 every week. We know that everything's still in front of us. We've had some games that we know we should have won, could have won, or whatever. But it's in the past, and like I said, we just want to go 1-0 every week. We let it go, and we just keep flying around and stay positive at practice. I mean, everyone's still in great spirits because we know we have 3 opportunities to do and show what we're capable of.
You've been one of the guys who's always enjoyed playing the game down at the Cowboys Stadium, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, I've been a Cowboys fan my whole life. I've watched my dad play in the old stadium. I was dreaming of playing in there. I kind of played a flag football game there, like halftime. I don't know, wouldn't call it a game, but just getting out there and getting some experience. But I've played in the stadium once in high school and twice now in college, so this will be my 3rd time. And just any time you get a chance to play on an NFL venue, it's special. And I mean, you just want to bring your A game and have fun.
Did you go to all of most of your dad's games when you were little?
Yeah, most of the home games, yes.
What do you remember about those game days?
It's just exciting, and I mean the fans are crazy. Just probably my favorite memory is when he caught a pick six on Peyton Manning. So I was still young at the time when I was going to those games, but I definitely remember that one. So it was special.
I was going to say, you were how old?
Oh, probably I think about 8, 9, 10, around there.
Do you remember, do you have any friends who were, or did you have any friends in particular who were sons of other players?
No, I didn't. No, sir.
Anything else? You mentioned a moment ago, Terrence Williams. Looks like he's kind of had a rough go of this year, huh?
Yeah, I think he's had some off the field issues to begin the season. I know he was coming off a shoulder injury, but he's kind of been in the rotation now, and he's trying to get back on pace. He had a great season last year, but they have a lot of backs now that they rotate, so he don't really get the carries that he did last year when it was just him and the other guy. But I mean, I talked to him a lot. He's still in great spirit as well, and he knows that he just take advantage of his opportunities when they come.